Yo, okay, people, what's going on? What's going on? It's Tuesday evening, getting ready for that Christmas day. But anyway, I want to make this real quick video because I got to go tend to my son, my lady, and my oldest daughter's upstairs. He acting crazy. But I wanted to make this video real quick. I'm going to give my opinion on it, from my perspective, that's needed for this particular video that I'm going to name the Entitled Concubine. All right. A lot of people that's doing a video on this video actually went viral. But to me, everybody naming, do baby mamas need to, need to always ask for certain things, from a man this quickly, what have you. But no, to me, this is should be called the way this title is going to go, the Entitled Concubine, But anyway, I'm going to let you go through it. It's a quick video and everything. We're going to see what's going on. But before I go any further, please like and subscribe to my channel. And believe me, this content is going to be coming, because I got a lot of things that I want to say. But again, please like and subscribe to my channel, Kasim Lamar, Dream Big Podcast. But anyway, I'm gonna go forward with this. Let's go.
From a man's perspective, tell me if this is just way out of pocket. And this is why we talking prenuptials and shit.
Hold on, guys. I guess it's messing up.
On the first date, I had to get my daughter something to eat before he took me out. So I was like, can you run me by the McDonald's real quick because I'm running behind, woo woo. We get to McDonald's. All she got was her classic, a milkshake, 4-piece nugget, and a small
Let's go
fry.
back real quick.
On the first date, I had to get my daughter something to eat before he took me out. So I was like, can you run me by the McDonald's real quick because I'm running behind, woo woo.
Okay, real quick. As you guys see, she's attractive, fairly attractive, but but you could tell this woman, in my opinion, by the way she talk. And actually, I think I follow her on Instagram, and believe me, guys, it seems like this woman date nothing but so-called rappers, nothing but the local Pookie and Ray Rays that's in her area, what have you. You could tell the way she talked, very toxic, very somewhat masculine, real crazy. Talking, only a Pookie and Ray or beta male will fall for something like this, even try to take on a date. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with a lot of beautiful women in my day. And I say in my day because I'm in a relationship. So, but just to let you guys know, right then and there, it's telling you who she is. Asking man to take her to McDonald's to run her to Mickey D's for her daughter that she should have been fed, meaning so she knows she's about to go on a date. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is coming from my perspective. This is coming from a man that been, to be honest with you, I never had no shortage of women that I've been around, been with, or what have you. That don't make me some type of pimp or some type of player. That just make what I, discover in my past. So let's get going.
Ooh. We get to McDonald's. All she got was her classic, a milkshake, 4-piece nugget, and a small fry. When the lady at the window asked for the bread,
she's like, "Where's that?"
Yeah.
You can tell they drinking, they doing hookah, they doing all this stuff that more than likely real men don't find this proper. Like, even when you hear this man on the couch, he seemed like he got a good mindset as well. But I guess they doing some type of podcast for I will call it Pookie and Ray Ray versus the hood rats of this society. But let's keep this going.
Nigga, you said run me through McDonald's real quick so we can. Yeah, nigga, you gonna pay for it.
I'm sorry. Okay. I think that's the
Already,
problem
that was
now.
the first problem.
That ain't no problem.
At that moment,
That's your problem.
look, and
They said the other concubine. She said the first problem was running me to McDonald's. The young lady that was speaking first, she said, "Can you run me to McDonald's real quick?" Like, what's the problem with that? You know what's the problem with that? Their problem. You know, their insecurities about what man he should have. More than likely, they never had a real man that was ever in their life that raised them. More than likely, I could be wrong. This is my opinion. But the way how they act and how they sound, very obnoxious. I don't think any real man would allow something like that in his house at all. That's what a lot of delusional people don't seem to understand. Not just women, delusional males that wasn't raised with a father figure, a strong father figure. Let's keep it going.
it was at that moment. Now, I had the
You
bread,
could've paid for the-
and I even asked him, did he want anything? But look, it was at that moment that I knew you were never getting this pussy.
Because he ain't pay for your daughter food.
Fuck you
Oh, wait, hold up.
on the first
Okay,
date.
so honestly,
I'm going to let you hear what she said after he said what he said. Hold on.
On the first
okay,
date.
so honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you.
He want anything, but look, it was at that moment that I knew you were never getting this pussy.
Because he ain't pay for your daughter food.
Fuck you on the first
Okay,
date.
so honestly,
This is how they think, guys. This is how they think. You know, they don't need to do anything. That song, The WAP, and the lyrics that tells you what today's concubine woman think. Super liberal concubine woman think. They think the pussy is the only thing that's going to keep them from being being in a great relationship. That's all they need to do. They can't clean, they can't cook, they can't be feminine, they can't be a woman, the nurturing woman. They can't be none of this. They can't even be good moms, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? They can't even do that, because if you asking some man, some strange man, more than likely to take you to McDonald's and to bring you back to your home where your daughter lived to give her McDonald's, I don't think that's a good mother. But you guys can think whatever way you want to think. But anywho, I should say, she's basing everything on her pussy. You ain't getting this pussy. What you women don't understand is you are a dime a dozen. It's many concubines out there. And I'm pretty sure your quote unquote pussy ain't God's key to the world, because everybody had that key. You know it, guys. You know it, ladies that's watching this. All these super liberal feminist concubines, their pussy weren't wore out by the time they 25. A lot of times by the time they 21. So I don't know why they put their own pussy on the pedestal. That's Pookie and Ray Ray and Beta Male's business for indulging in that type of hypocrisy, type of pedestal that they put them on. Nobody doesn't care. You're more than likely been ran through by wherever city you're from. When you asking a man to take you to McDonald's so you can drop something off to your daughter before your date. Let's keep going.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My boss was here, knew I was having a sleepover for my daughter. He was like, "Oh, that's what you doing? I'll order her pizza."
That's why most of the relationships they cheat on you.
Like,
That's
no,
why
it's
most
not.
relationships they cheat on you with somebody at work, because shit like that.
No.
Yeah. And these women love that. They love that action, especially when it's their boss or a supervisor. They like that action. It's okay, But you men need to be aware of that. Even you women need to be aware of that, because there's some guys that do the same thing. But hey, you know, because we live in a politically. I'm not going to be politically correct. You men, this is what this channel is actually based on. You know, having a, you know, making sure the man understand his society for what it is, because this society is a woman worshiping society. Even if she's a concubine, you know, it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? She said something about her boss. Who cares about, like, boss giving you pizza, this and that and third. Won't you go F him? But listen to what he says and what she says.
I'm gonna pay for the daughter. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for all that. And I'm pretty sure he wants some young pussy. What do you mean?
He's an old white man. That these women don't care. They don't have no respect for themselves. If they old, young, in between, these concubines don't care. When I say women, I don't mean all women. I mean concubines. And then, to be honest with you, in this society, in this world, don't think because they ghetto acting, whatever, it's only them, because that's a super duper lie. Because I know a lot of high college educated women that got successful careers that hide the way they are more than these two would. I know a lot. Most of the women I've been with was something like them. They hit it well, but they was concubines as well. They was the people that you shouldn't have got pregnant, and the only reason why they did get pregnant is because the guy, you know, we guys, especially black men and just men in general that wasn't raised with a proper father figure at home, get these women pregnant just all based on their looks, not how nurturing that they are, not how feminine that they are. It's all about how cute they look, how their ass is fat, how all the guys like them, so they're gonna get them pregnant real quick. That's real shit. Let's finish this.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I'm gonna tell you.
I was single at the time, but I'm gonna tell you what it is.
No, I'm just saying.
I get what you said.
I will fuck your boss up.
From a man's perspective.
So that's it for that video. As I said before, guys, you hear the lingo with these women. They telling you all these YouTube, all this Instagram, all this Facebook validation here, validation there. You got to be very careful who you get pregnant. You got to be very careful who you give attention to. You got to be very careful who you marry. You got to be very careful who you sleep with. It's no, I think those days is kind of over, especially when you a high level thinking man, just letting any woman in your in your life. When that started to happen, you know you gotta understand that you're losing when you let any woman in your life. I know there's a lot of guys out here that don't want to believe the man, especially these young guys, that's full of feminized energy. But I know I was talking to a 15-year-old young, he about 16, 17 years old, the other day. He knew the difference from a beta male to an alpha male and how to handle a concubine versus a real nurturing feminine woman. And a lot of the guys, older guys my age, older, little younger, they don't have the slightest idea. They still live on that 19, 20-year-old mindset when it comes to these women. That means making bad choices for the most part. Everybody made bad choices with the women that they had, especially when they had a whole lot of women. But them bad choices should be when you're, in my opinion, when you're in your 20s. Not when you're in your late 30s, 40s, 50s. I mean, you gotta grow the hell up. Especially if you was, you know, if you wasn't raised with a father figure, but you started to grow up, you started to see life as what it's supposed to be, at about 30, 35 years old, this is when you got to stop. You're going to make mistakes here and there, but when you start worshiping people, when you start singing songs like Put That Woman First by Chain, you're usually putting these concubines first. That's going to be the death of you. That's just real. All right, guys, this is the end of the video. I want to thank everybody for watching. There's going to be a whole bunch of content that I'm going to be bringing to you guys. Please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video. You are watching Kasim Lamar Dream Big Podcast. What do you say? Dream Big Podcast. I got to get that right one day. All right, guys, you take it easy. Peace.